Emma Raducanu just proved her critics wrong in the most spectacular way possible. And it might be the beginning of something extraordinary that nobody saw coming. The British tennis sensation kicked off her brand-new coaching partnership with Francisco Roig by delivering a commanding 6-3, 6-2 victory over Serbia's Olga Danilovic during a brutally hot second round at the Cincinnati Open. But here's where it gets controversial. Some tennis pundits are already questioning whether this coaching change is just another short-lived experiment in Raducanu's notoriously turbulent career. What makes this win particularly fascinating is the context surrounding it. Raducanu, seeded 30th, has quietly transformed into a giant killer against lower-ranked opponents, boasting an impressive 19-4 record over the past 12 months when facing players ranked below her. This statistic might seem routine, but for someone who spent nearly 4 years struggling to piece together consecutive victories, it represents a seismic shift in mentality and execution. The sweltering Cincinnati heat, with temperatures soaring to 30 degrees Celsius, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, and oppressive humidity blanketing Champions Court, created the perfect storm for potential disaster. Yet Raducanu navigated these challenging conditions with a composure that would have seemed impossible just 2 years ago. The nerves are always there before that opening round, Raducanu admitted post-match. But my entire approach has evolved into something much more measured and mature. I'm placing genuine trust in the behind-the-scenes work, knowing that countless hours of preparation naturally reduce the pressure surrounding results. But here's the part most people miss. This wasn't just another routine victory. Despite receiving a first-round bye due to her seeded status, Raducanu now faces her ultimate test, a third-round showdown against world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, who dismantled former Wimbledon champion Marketa Vondrousova 7-5, 6-1 on Saturday evening. Roig's influence was immediately visible from his courtside position, where he consistently provided tactical guidance throughout the match. Though their partnership spans less than a week, Raducanu already credits her new coach with tangible improvements. The way I'm executing shots, the precision of my movement patterns, the overall shot quality, it's all evolving, she explained. There were 4 or 5 specific moments where I executed something we'd been drilling in practice, and that satisfaction of seeing training translate to match play is incredibly motivating. And this is where tennis traditionalists might raise eyebrows. Raducanu and Roig's brutally honest assessment of her current level. The standard simply needs elevation. And I mean that constructively, not critically, she stated matter-of-factly. We're both extremely direct communicators who prefer facts over sugarcoating, which creates perfect synergy. Our philosophy is straightforward. Every single shot requires improvement. And that reality excites me because I sense enormous untapped potential. The match itself told a compelling story of resilience under pressure. Raducanu stumbled badly out of the gates, committing 3 careless unforced errors and a double fault to surrender her opening service game without scoring a point. Danilovic, an aggressive left-handed player with powerful serving and forehand weapons but questionable court coverage, initially controlled the majority of exchanges through relentless attacking tennis. Those opening games forced Raducanu into uncomfortable defensive positions, scrambling behind the baseline while attempting to induce errors from her opponent's aggressive shot-making. However, her service return depth proved exceptional from the very beginning, consistently denying Danilovic the short balls she desperately needed to set up her preferred attacking patterns. Raducanu's defensive skills gradually neutralized Danilovic's early dominance, maintaining impressive court positioning while patiently waiting for opportunities to step forward and seize control of rallies. Under this sustained pressure, Danilovic's error rate steadily climbed throughout the encounter. The transformation was remarkable to witness. From those early struggles behind the baseline, Raducanu evolved into an aggressive, confident competitor who began striking balls early and exploiting Danilovic's limited mobility. By the match's conclusion, she had delivered a masterclass in tactical adjustment and mental fortitude. This performance carries extra significance when considering Raducanu's journey over the past year. 12 months ago, she missed virtually the entire North American hardcourt season, including Cincinnati, before suffering a devastating first-round exit at the U.S. Open. Fast forward to today, and she's building serious momentum across multiple tournaments, reaching the WTA 500 Washington semifinals before capturing 2 victories in Montreal last week. Now comes the ultimate litmus test. Can she maintain this upward trajectory against Sabalenka, one of the world's most formidable competitors? The answer might determine whether this coaching partnership represents genuine progress or simply another false dawn in a career filled with promising starts and premature endings. Meanwhile, other tournament favorites continued their expected dominance. Wimbledon champion Iga Swiatek cruised into round 3 with a clinical 6-1, 6-4 demolition of Anastasia Potapova, while men's world number 1, Jannik Sinner, marked his return to competition following his Wimbledon triumph with a comprehensive 6-1, 6-1 victory over Daniel Elahi Galan. But let's be honest here. Are we witnessing the emergence of a genuinely consistent Emma Raducanu, or is this just another temporary peak before the inevitable valley? The Roig partnership represents her latest attempt to find stability in a coaching carousel that has defined her post-US Open career. What do you think? Will this coaching relationship finally provide the foundation she needs? Or are we setting ourselves up for another disappointment? Share your thoughts below, because this debate is far from settled.